These Vitex trees are stunningly beautiful. You see, the color is about as close to the sky as you can get in a flowering tree. So when you view these trees up near the house and you look out across the orchard to the river, they enhance the expansiveness because of their color matching the sky. Now, Vitex, that's what I call them. Some people call them chaste trees. So you're asking, well, what's their range of hardiness? Because remember, hardiness implies it's cold tolerance. Well, we're in zone 8A, and so I've seen them up into zone 7 and even 6, but they'll begin to die back and come back out in the spring like a butterfly bush. A lot of people think this is a big, oversized butterfly bush when they see them here when they visit Moss Mountain Farm, but they're clearly not. Let me cut you one of these beautiful blooms. One of the questions I get is, how do your Vitex bloom so heavily? Well, you know, we're all organic, but the trick to get this density of bloom is to prune these trees. So in late winter, we go in and take all the little stems out of it, down anything that's smaller than the diameter of a pencil gets cut out of them. And this induces all sorts of new buds, and those buds become stems. And on the ends of those stems, guess what? You get flowers just like this. So this was a little bud back in the winter after we cut them, and then this emerged, and then look at the flowers on that. Now, what will happen with these flowers is they'll turn to little beads or seeds. And yes, the little babies will come up everywhere, but more importantly, we can gather these in the summer, these spent flowers that have turned really to little seed pods. And these things are fantastic, dried and used in fall arrangements. The other way to enhance the flower power of this plant is to make sure you plant it in full sun. Vitex love the heat and they want full sun. Shade is not a good idea for this plant. The hotter the better, really. And that brings me to when they bloom. In this garden, they're very much a June flower that will go right into July. You get this great crescendo in June. Like so many plants, they have a moment in time where they're spectacular. And then, as I say, across the summer, they sputter a bit. So they'll be throwing off these blooms really till fall. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out the pollinators. This is a very good tree for pollinators. And I love just to walk under the limbs like this when they're in full bloom and just watch all the activity. Little bumblebees and honeybees, they love this tree. And that's another reason I think that we should grow them. Now, not all Vitex are created equally. If you want this level of size and flower power, then you need Shoals Creek, Vitex Shoals Creek. I've tried lots of different varieties, and this one is the best, hands down. And you can also grow them in containers as small plants and then set them out in the garden. I've done that. It works very well. They're a good container plant. You may wonder where you can get these. Well, one place through mail order is Gilbert H. Wild & Son. They've been producing garden flowers since 1885, considered America's favorite flower farm. And they sell Shoals Creek, actually cuttings from these. So I hope this puts you in good stead and gets you on your way to planting some Vitex. And whatever you plant in your garden, let's all think about the pollinators, because we all are a part of one big community here on planet Earth. All right, good luck. I'd like to thank First Community Bank for making this video possible and their support of our pollinator community. You can learn more about our Bloom With Us program by going to firstcommunity.net.